Greetings and welcome to a Prayerful Pause. I'm Nancy Woodworth-Hill, and amongst other things, a spiritual director and companion. Today we will look at a way of praying and meditating with Scripture. It is the practice of rewriting the text, of using your own words. Here's a passage from the book of Proverbs. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. So Scripture itself speaks of the value of engaging deeply with Scripture in order to shape one's life. There are many, many good reasons to engage Scripture, and among them are to provide a foundation for our day, for our week, to offer a different perspective, to lay the foundation for memorization, allowing Scripture to pop up into our consciousness, to help us carry Scripture into our lives, to connect us more closely with God, and to allow Scripture to shape us as followers of Christ. It can give us language, scriptural language, phrases with which to pray, and can prepare us for discernment when we need to make decisions, both large and small. So there are a great many types of literature in the Bible as well. And the whole Bible may be seen as the story of God with us from the beginning of creation to the end of times, and all of the human muddle in the middle. We find poetry, stories, wisdom writings, the Gospels, the good news of Jesus Christ, letters in the early church, and apocalyptic texts. Each of these requires some help to select a text where to begin. I often suggest people begin with the Psalms. They contain the entire range of human emotion, or the sayings of Jesus, or for those who work with a lectionary, a regular weekly base, or there's also a daily lectionary of materials, that could be used as a source as well. So in this practice, one meditates with pen in hand or fingers on the tablet, or you could even use a microphone app on your phone, because that can help you focus your attention on the matter at hand. With this practice, imagine you're sending this verse or phrase and a message to someone you know and love. How would you express it faithfully, but without the words of that verse? How can you digest this verse in a way and bring it from you with your own words, your own understanding? So here's the practice. Prepare. Carve out a space and time. And I suggest, if you're worried about an end, set a timer. You don't need to clock watch. Select a verse or a phrase. You could even go a larger chunk, story. If you can't find one, but there's a few, just don't make it too many on the table. Begin by scanning them, allowing the one that you will need that day to reveal itself. And have your writing materials, your way of typing or recording prepared. So let's take the practice. Select a verse or phrase or story to begin with. The suggestion is that you make your selection from a small list, attending to what pops for you. Sit with this verse for a time. Hold it. Speak it aloud if you're able. Speak it slowly. Speak at different speeds. Just read it, hold it, look at it, and let it move through your body and from your head into your heart. Ruminate on it or chew on it. Let it become part of you in this moment. Then, when you're ready, put pen to paper or hands to keyboard or whatever to rewrite this verse as a message to someone without using the exact words of the verse. If you keep a journal, you may wish to record this verse and your rewriting of it. You could ponder, what message do you find in it for you? An ending practice of gratitude or a little bit of silence or whatever works for you may be an appropriate way to end this time. So here's an example. From the Gospel of John, I am the resurrection and the life. That's just a phrase. A potential rewriting of it could be, Jesus shows us the path to renewed vigor and being. You may have your own. Here's another from 1 Corinthians 13. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest of these is love. Could be rewritten, very short. Above all, love. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider sharing it. Go in peace.